Na napaka-exciting ng The Author's Voice ngayon kasi yun nga po, for the first time dito siya sa Singapore gagawin. And later on po, meron akong ipapakita sa inyo na very special video. It will teach you the 5-step process on how you can write your book. So I'm sure marami sa inyo gusto magsulat ng libro, and that's the reason why you're tuning into The Author's Voice every Sunday. Kasi po, I know that deep in your heart, there's that little voice telling you need to write a book. And so, dito po sa pamamagitan ng The Author's Voice, ay bibigyan po namin kayo ng inspirasyon, instruction, at mga tips and strategies kung paano nyo po isusulat yung inyong mga libro. Pero bago po yan, gusto ko lang ipakita sa inyo yung dalawa sa mga latest books na sinulat ko, Mission Happiness and Money and Me. Yung Money and Me po, sinulat ko yan dahil na-realize ko kung gaano ka-importante yung financial literacy. So, yung journey ko po as an author, gaya ng nakwento ko the previous Sundays, naging author po ako, not because I planned to become an author. I became an author and it was more of a serendipity. Nabuon na po ako sa credit card debts, and at that time I was sick and tired of my job. I started to read books on money. I started to attend seminars, at doon po, na-zero out ko yung mga kautangan ko. At nang na-zero out ko po yung kautangan ko, I realized that a lot of people need to hear the message on personal financial management. And that inspired me to write a book on money. And I've written so many books on money. In fact, some of my books are ebooks which you can download for free. Isa po dun ay How to Earn Well on Vacation. At pwede niyo po siyang i-download sa seminarphilippines.com/free-ebook. Again, at seminarphilippines.com/free-ebook. Ito naman pong libro ko na Money and Me, 9 Steps to Turn Around Your Finances and Live the Life You Want. It's all about the 9 steps that you can do so that you can zero out your debt, so that you can move from where you are now to where you want to go. So ano ba talaga yung mga financial goals mo? I-share ko po sa inyo kung ano yung chapters ng libro. Alright? Ito po ay nadi-divide into 3 parts. Part 1 is all about planning. Part 2 is all about doing. And part 3 is all about being. Doon po sa planning, step 1 and 2 dun sa 9 steps natin ay step 1 is define what financial success means to you. So, kailangan clear po sa inyo ano yung meaning ng financial success. Okay? So, for example, me at that time na I was working, I was doing a job that I didn't like. What financial success meant to me was to be able to reach a point where I could quit my job and pursue my real passion without thinking about money. So, that was what financial success meant to me. So, in your case, what does it mean to you to be financially successful? Okay, kailangan po clear sa inyo yun. Alright? Tip number 2 is to define your big why. Bakit mo ba gustong maging financially successful? Perhaps because in the past, tinry mo mangutang at hindi ka pinautang or pinahiya ka. Diba? So, masakit yun sa loob. Or perhaps you want to give a better future for your family. So, those can be your big whys on why you want to succeed in your finances. And part 2 na tayo is all about doing. So, step number 3 is, it's very important to live within your means. And very quickly, i-run through ko lang kayo sa chapters ng libro. Chapter 4 is all about accumulating assets and eliminating liabilities. Maraming tao sinasabi nila na yung kotse daw ay asset. Totoo ba yun? Well, according to Robert Kiyosaki, an asset is anything that puts money into your pocket. And a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. So, it's up to you. Do you think a car is an asset or is it a liability? Alright, next is the zero out credit card debts. Kasi po yung credit card debts, imagine 42% interest annually. So even if you're saving at the rate of 3% annually, you are draining money at a much faster rate. Alright, and then chapter 6, it's all about saving and investing. Chapter 7, increase your earning ability. Chapter 8, invest in your financial education. And chapter 9, understand the real purpose of money. So basically, yun po yung laman ng aking libro na Money and Me. At masaya po ako na kung makikita niyo po yung review dyan by Bo Sanchez, alright? And my other mentors also wrote reviews for the book. If you can see, si Edward Lee, Tony Meloto, Dean Pax Lapid, Larry Gamboa, and Edric Mendoza. So, nagsulat din po sila ng blurb or review sa libro ko na Money and Me. If you want to get copies of Money and Me, available po siya sa lahat ng national bookstores all over the Philippines. Or kung gusto niyo po mag-order online, pinagtitinginan ako ng mga tao dito, but it's okay. Kung gusto niyo po mag-order online, punta lang po kayo sa seminarphilippines.com/mm. Alright, so that's it for Money and Me. At ang next po na libro na i-review natin ay ang Mission Happiness. Mission Happiness, it's all about the millennials guide to a happy, inspired, and meaningful life. So, kasi di ba po, minsan, millennials, sino ba yung mga millennials? So, minsan di ba iniisip natin na, bakit nga ba ako nabubuhay sa mundo? Or minsan dumarating tayo sa point na parang hindi na tayo, parang wala ng sense of purpose yung buhay natin. Parang hindi na tayo excited na gumising tuwing umaga. So, bakit ba nangyayari yun? So, i-address yun ng libro. So, it's all about how to be happy, how to be inspired, and how to find meaning in your life. So, I defined who the millennials are, who the happy millennials are. So, happy millennials are purposeful individuals. So, alam nila kung ano yung purpose nila sa buhay. Happy millennials are passionate professionals. Ibig sabihin, yung work na ginagawa nila ay something that they're really passionate about. Alright, number 3, happy millennials are daring dreamers. Alright? 4, happy millennials are gratitude growers. It means, importante sa kanila na maging grateful lagi. Alright? Next is happy millennials are health advocates. Importante sa kanila yung kalusugan nila kasi aanin mo nga naman yung napakadaming pera kung hindi ka naman healthy, di ba? So, nakakalungkot din yun. Next is happy millennials are relationship builders. In life, one of the measures of success is how happy your relationships are. So in this book, I shared with you tips and strategies on how to improve or nurture your relationships with the most important people in your life. Next is happy millennials are lifelong learners. So kailangan lagi tayong we keep on learning, we keep on growing ourselves. And next is happy millennials are smart money stewards. Ibig sabihin, marunong tayo mag-alaga ng kaperahan natin. And lastly, happy millennials are humble servants. So basically, yun po yung diniscuss ko sa libro na Mission Happiness. And alam niyo, sinulat ko po ito para sa mga millennials, pero na-realize ko, yung mga principles na shinare ko dito ay applicable hindi lang para sa mga millennials, kundi para sa lahat ng mga tao na gustong maging masaya. Binasa ito ng aking kaibigan na senior citizen, tapos sinabi niya, kailangan din ng mga kaibigan kong senior citizens kasi of course it's also important for us to know our purpose in life. It's also important for us to be grateful. It's also important for us to build happy relationships. It's also important for us to be healthy. So this book is applicable to everyone, not just to millennials but also to the millennials at heart. Alright, so ito po ay isang labor of love na sinulat ko para sa inyo at kung gusto niyo po magkaroon ng kopya, magiging available po ito soon sa bookstores, but in the meantime, pwede po kayo mag-order online at ipapadala po sa inyo ipapadeliver sa inyo any point in the Philippines. Just go to seminarphilippines.com/mh. Again, that's seminarphilippines.com/mh. So, yun po ang talakayan natin sa loob ng 10 minuto at masaya po ako na ipakita naman na sa inyo yung 5-step process on how you can write a book. I created this video, my team and I created this video just for you. So, watch for the video and after that, you will hear from another host, Dennis, and he will also share something about book writing. Okay? So again, ako po ang inyong book writing coach at host, Sha Nasino, live from Singapore. So I just want to show you the place. Singapore. Okay, tingnan natin yung Universal Studios. Alright, so I wish you success and happiness. God bless.
Ito ang DZRJ 8:10 AM. H-Rai Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
will train her harder than any Amazon before her. But she must never know the truth about what she is.
What are you?
I am Diana of Themyscira, and your wrath is over.
Only in cinemas.
Get ready to laugh, smile, and enjoy the weekend with Lloyd Abella as he shares positivity and spreads nothing but good vibes. Join him as he jumpstarts a good mood with special guests every Sunday, 6 to 7 p.m. Feel Good Weekend. Only here at DZRJ, 8:10 a.m. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Makinig, makikanta at makijam kasama ang nag-iisang Percy Lapid. Muling balikan ang mga masasayang kanta kasama ang iba't ibang mga musikero na maghahatid sa inyo ng mga magagandang tugtugan at awitan na siguradong kukumpleto sa inyong gabi sa Live Jamming with Percy Lapid tuwing linggo alas 11 ng gabi dito lang sa DZRJ 8:10 a.m. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Pag-asenso sa negosyo, pag-aralan at matutunan sa negosyo ni Carancio. Mga latest update sa merkado, mga kaalaman sa pagdinegosyo mula sa mga eksperto at maging job openings, alamin. Ihahatid sa inyo ng ating nag-iisang Carancio sa negosyo, Miguel Hill, sa Negosyo ni Carancio. Negosyo ni Carancio tuwing Sabado 1:00 hanggang alas 3 ng hapon at Linggo alas 12 ng tanghali hanggang 1:30 ng hapon dito lang sa DZRJ 8:10 a.m. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Tuloy-tuloy sa pag-arangkada ang mga programang hatid sa inyo ng DZRJ 8:10 a.m. A-Try Media, himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Ang programang tagapagsiwalat ng katotohanan, Kakampi, kasama si Bernard Tan, alas 5 hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. Susundan ng tagapagtanggol ng lipunan, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi, kasama si Sir Chip Sammy Pagdilaw sa Sir Chip Reporting for Duty, Lunes, Miyerkules at Biyernes. Usapang pangkalusugan naman sa alas 7 hanggang alas 8 ng gabi, kasama si Dr. Sunny Viloria tuwing Lunes, Dr. Ray Salinel Jr. tuwing Martes, Dr. Cecil Katapang tuwing Webes, at Dr. John Reyes sa araw ng Biyernes sa Klinika On Air. Programang para sa mga makabagong bayani ng bansa sa Radyo OFW, kasama si Hana Senyeres at Gemma Gumamela, alas 9 hanggang alas 10:30 ng gabi. Makabuluhang komentaryo ang lalatay sa Lapid Fire, alas 10:30 hanggang alas 12 ng hating gabi, kasama si Percy Lapid. Susundan naman ng BBC World News hanggang alas 5 ng madaling araw. Yan ang mga programang mapapakinggan sa DZRJ 8:10 a.m. gabi hanggang madaling araw. Hatid sa inyo ng A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Programang tagapagsiwalat ng katotohanan, kakampi ng inaapi, tagapagtaguyod ng katarungan, kakampi, may pananindigang walang kompromiso, kakampi, kasama si Bernard Tan, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 5 ng hapon hanggang alas 6 ng gabi, dito lamang sa DZRJ 8:10 a.m. A-Try Media Broadcasting Network, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Kasabay ng pagtilaok ng manok, mapapakinggan na ang inyong tagapanggising sa umaga, si Mr. Aksyon Oro mismo, Gani Oro. Gani Oro. Kaya't pagsapit ng alas 6 ng umaga, buksan na ang inyong radyo at itutok sa DZRJ 8:10 a.m. para mapakinggan ang ora mismong balitaan. Si Gani Oro sa Balita Oro mismo. Alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng umaga, dito lamang sa DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Hatid sa inyo ng A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. This program is brought to you by A-Try Media Pro Incorporated.
What's up, Pilipinas? From the Philippine Air Force,
This program is brought to you by 8 Tri-Media Pro Incorporated.
Happy Sunday everyone! Masaya po ako na i-welcome kayo sa isa na namang inspiring, informative at exciting na talakayan hatid sa inyo ng The Author's Voice. Ako po ang inyong book writing coach at host, Sha Nasino. At ngayong linggo po na ito ay napaka-exciting kasi for the very first time, we're doing The Author's Voice in Singapore. Hulaan niyo po kung nasaan ako sa Singapore. Kung kayo po ay nanonood via Facebook, paki-comment lang po sa Facebook ngayon. Papakita ko lang po sa inyo yung place. Today, I'd like to encourage you that you can write a book. And I will go a step further. I will not only encourage you, but I will actually give you 5 tips on how you can write your own book. Okay, let's go! A few years ago, I heard a calling from God that He wanted me to write a book on money management, but I had so many hesitations. I was not a writer. I didn't know how to write a book. I didn't know anyone from the publishing industry, and no one knew me. I wanted to discard the idea of writing a book, but I felt it was God telling me, Sha, you need to write a book because this is not for you. This is for the people that will be blessed by your book. I decided to heed the call. And fast forward to today, I became an author. I was able to write and publish 9 books so far. And in the process of writing my first book, I fell in love with writing. It took me 3 years to write and publish my first ever book because I didn't have any system. And during those 3 years, I developed a systematic way of writing a book. And using that system, I was able to help a lot of people write their books in 90 days or less, even if they're not writers. And I'll show you some of the books of some of my students. I launched the 90-Day Book Writing Challenge, and these are some of the books that were written by my students, the students of the 90-Day Book Writing Challenge. This is just to encourage you that maybe right now you don't know how to write a book. You have hesitations about writing a book because maybe you're saying you're not a writer or any other hesitations. I just want to show you that if these people can, you can as well. They were able to write their books, then you can write your books as well, as long as you follow the 5-step process on how to write a book, which I'm going to show you now. Now I'm going to share with you the 5-step process on how you can write your own book in 90 days or even less. Okay? So this is the 5-step process. As you can see, it's very, very simple. Step number 1 is to select a topic. So what is the topic that you would like to write about? And when you select a topic that you know a lot about, or if that you think other people might also be interested in. For example, you may talk about money, you may talk about relationships, you may talk about problems, you may talk about anything that you know a lot about and you're interested to write about. Okay? For example, a topic could be money. This is the topic for one of my books, Money and Me. So, once you're done with the topic, oh, by the way, when you select a topic, I suggest that you write down 10 topics that you're interested in and that you know a lot about. And from your 10 topics, pick your top 3. Alright? And from your top 3, pick your top 1. Once you've decided on what topic to write about, you picked your top 1, the next step that you can do is define your thesis statement. And what do I mean by thesis statement? It just means in one sentence, what is your book all about? If people would ask you, Sha, what is the book that you're writing about? You would say, oh, I'm writing about this. Alright, for example, let me give you an example. For my book, Money and Me, my thesis statement is 9 steps to turn around your finances and live the life you want. So that is my thesis statement. So, if topic is general, thesis statement is more specific. Alright, that's the only difference. And then the third step is you create a mind map. Let me show you what a mind map looks like. So let's imagine that this is a clean sheet of paper. You write your topic in the middle. So this is where you write your topic, and this is where you write your thesis statement. And then you determine your main subtopic. So you write your main subtopic, okay? Another main subtopic, alright? And another main subtopic, another main subtopic, another main subtopic. So this is like an outline, but an outline is more linear. It's just like that. This one is not linear, obviously, and this will give you more creativity. This will let your creativity juices flow more freely. Flow more freely. So for example, if this is your main subtopic, what you do is, what is that particular story that you want to share? What is that particular example that you want to share in this particular subtopic? What is the particular action item that you would like to share in this particular subtopic? And so on and so forth. So this is the blueprint for your book. That is the blueprint for your book, okay? And once you're done with the mind map, you go to step number 4. And step number 4 is all about writing. You write and write and write and write and write and write and write. Okay, so that's it. So when you write, this is a very, very important tip that I'd like to share with you. When you write, don't edit and write at the same time. So when you write, just write. Don't mind your grammar. Don't mind the organization. Don't mind whether what you're writing is worth it to be written. Alright, just keep on writing. And once you're done writing everything that you would like to write about, that's the time that you edit, and that's the 5th step. So when you edit without mercy. Alright? When you edit, you could hire a professional editor, or you can edit it yourself. Okay? So this is the 5-step process on how you can write your own book. Simple, isn't it? So what are you waiting for? If there is a message that you've been wanting to share, I really encourage you to write a book. Writing a book does not require a writer. It requires a messenger, and you are the messenger. If you can write a Facebook post that could merit a comment or a like, then you can write a book. If you can send a text message that could be understood by the other person, then you can write a book. Because writing a book is just a series of sentences that make up a paragraph, a series of paragraphs that make up one chapter, and a series of chapters that make up one book. So I invite you to write your own book, write books, inspire people. I wish you success and happiness. God bless.
Good morning mga listeners! Sa ngalan ng aming founder at producer, ay nag-iisang voice master ng Pilipinas, Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez, at ang inyong book writing coach, Sha Nasino. Ako po ang inyong life coach at co-teacher on air, Teacher D. Saho, at welcome sa The Author's Voice. Okay, napanood din yon or narinig ninyo ang live video ni Miss Sha from Singapore, at she also shared the 5 steps sa 90-day challenge book writing challenge. So ako naman ngayon, challenge ako ni Miss Sha. Mag-share ako ng 2 book writing tips na alam ko na effective at makakatulong. Number 1, don't forget to write the book that you want to read. meron yung mga writers kasi some of the writers are writing the books that they want to read. Ito yung mga libro na hindi na makita sa bookstores at they have the urge to write about this book. So that's one. Second, carry a notebook and pencil or pen wherever you go. Bakit? Wherever you go, or ideas come anytime and anywhere. Wala yung pinipiling lugar, wala yung pinipiling oras. Kaya kung hindi natin isusulat, kasi yung short-term memory, it only retains information for about 3 minutes. Unless it is committed to paper. So pag nakasulat siya, kahit makalimutan mo na siya, pero sinulat mo siya, pag nabasa mo, maaalala mo yung gusto mong isulat. Kaya ako personally, I have on my phone, since na naman tayo, we have our smartphone, very handy. Ginagamit ko yung smartphone para if I have an idea, I write it down kagad just sa smartphone. Okay, so yun naman ang aking book writing tips. I am personally not a book writer. I am a writer ako nung college as a school paper, but I have not written my book. Kaya nga sabi ko, ate siya, tulungan niya ako to make my own book, to write my own book. Okay, so ngayon naman si ate siya ay nag-book review. Ngayon naman ako yung assigned din para mag-book review. Ang ibu-book review ko ay ito. Gusto kong maging voice talent. Of course, written by the voice master of the Philippines, ang nag-iisang Pocholo de Leon Gonzales. Ayan. So, bumili kayo nito sa National Bookstore. Available ito. It's 175 pesos only. Okay. So, ano ba ang meron dito sa what do you call this? Sa libro ni Mr. Pocholo de Leon Gonzales, ang gusto ko maging voice talent. Maganda yung ginawa niya na it was very personal. It's as if it's just telling stories. Maraming chapters itong libro. It actually has 9 chapters. Nagsimula siya in differentiating ano nga ba ang voice talent at pagiging voice artist. So, doon pa lang, clarify niya na magkaiba yung dalawa. Yung pagiging voice talent, pagiging voice artist. Okay, so yung voice talent medyo on the financial side lang. Yung pagiging voice artist, you do your passion, you really do what you want. Okay? So after nun, kinuwento niya sa first chapter niya, kinuwento niya ang pagiging isang voice master. So andyan yung naging pangarap niya dati na maging isang factory worker lang dahil nung mga doon sa lugar nila sa Bataan, ang mga factory worker merong mga TV. Okay? Pero hindi yun na naghinder sa kanya, yun na nag-push sa kanya para mag sumikap. Tapos one of the programs na gusto niyang pakinggan sa radyo, kasi wala nga silang TV, so radyo lang ang kaniyang entertainment. Ang pinakinggan ay yung Gabi ng Lagim. So it's a radio program. So siguro familiar kayo, no? And then marami siyang diniscuss. So andyan yung steps. Dinisprove niya yung beliefs in voice acting. So tapos nag-provide siya ng mga things na kailangang i-prepare ng isang voice artist. And then ano ba yung mga traits and attitudes para maging isang magaling na voice artist. And one of the first steps, sabi nga niya dun sa libro niya, is for you to attend a voice acting workshop. So, specifically, he recommended yung ating tinatawag na VoiceWorks, no? Yung VoiceWorks ay isang voice acting workshop. It's the most comprehensive workshop on voice acting and dubbing for telenovelas and animes. So, it's composed of 8 Saturdays na kung saan tinuturuan yung ating mga estudyante kung paano gamitin ang kanilang boses sa pag-dub, paano gamitin ang kanilang boses sa pag-arte sa radyo. So, Batch 40 actually had their last session yesterday and Batch 41. So, kung gusto nyo pong sumali sa VoiceWorks sa Batch 41, magsisimula to sa July 8. So, for more information, you can call 239-6468 or 970-0971. or email them at info@creativevoices.com. Pwede nyo ring makita ang kanilang mga workshops at kanilang mga estudyante sa voiceworkshop.com. So after ka umattend ng voice workshop, hahanapin mo naman yung niche. So he just find the two kinds of voice acting projects, which is voice over and character voices. Tapos he gave importance, in-explain niya ang importance of finding your niche or tinatawag nating branding. So actually mahaba yung book, pero pinilit ko siyang tapusin kagabi because it's a good book. It's a very good book, not because he's Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez, but it's a really good book. It's a tool kung meron kang time na magbasa ng libro, this is a good book for you to read because dubbing, mamaya sa Voice of the Teachers Online, pag-uusapan natin ang dubbing industry sa Pilipinas kasabang isang batikang dubbing director at mentor ni Mr. Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. So at the latter part of the of the book, the last chapter was on the final challenge, which is magmahal ng mahalin mo yung industriya ng dubbing, ng voice acting. Pangalawa, mahalin mo ang boses mo kasi yan ang puhunan mo eh. Hindi ka naman pwedeng sumalang sa isang dubbing na wala kang boses o paus ka, di ba? So mahalin mo yung boses mo. At pangatlo, mahalin mo ang wikang Filipino. Okay? So yan po ang aking maikling brief book review ng Gusto Ko Maging Voice Talent ni Voice Master Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. So mga listeners, please send your comments and suggestions to facebook.com/theauthor'svoice or facebook.com/sianasino page. See you again next Sunday, mga listeners. Next week nandito rin si Miss Sha. Miss Sha, good ingat sa biyahe. See you next week. Magkita-kita tayo sa loob ng ilang saglit para sa Voice of the Teachers Online. Muli sa ngalan ng ating Voice Master Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez at inyong book writing coach Sian Asino. Ako po ang inyong life coach at co-teacher on air, Teacher Disa, wishing you success and happiness. God bless and see you in a while dito sa Voice of the Teachers Online. Mga listeners, ito po ang The Author's Voice.
Ito ang DZRJ 810 AM, Troy Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.